Good morning, everyone. I am Lauren Stone with Toy Wizards. That's toy-wizards.com, and I'm back for another spontaneous toy review. And I apologize in advance if I look blue. Lighting issues. Who cares what's going on? Today's items, plural, are so cool. So I was not able to find these. I am reviewing the Iron Giant and Robby the Robot Walmart exclusives from Goldlok, which is a random Chinese company. I went on their website to see what other licenses they may have, and I mean this with zero disrespect. This is nothing personal on any Chinese companies. A lot of toys are made in China, but there is a sensibility that when a company that does not do a lot of work with Western brands, like when it's just very much insular to the place that makes the toys, it has a flavor. Goldlok is a very much a Chinese brand in making toys in China for what seems to be the Chinese market, but they have these licenses. They have two licenses from Warner Brothers. Iron Giant. We're gonna look. Oh God, it's pretty. We're gonna look more at that in a second. And Forbidden Planet's Robby the Robot. I am not a big Forbidden Planet person. You know, I mean, of course, I've seen plenty of. I've seen parts of it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have any reason to boost it, to flash more inches than I have. Everyone knows this robot, this character. If you watch like Lost in Space and you're just a fan of old, early sci-fi robots, I mean, of course, you know Robby from Forbidden Planet. Robby is not from Lost in Space, but you know what I'm saying. If you're into that general time period robots and how they looked on TV and how they moved, you know Robby and you know Lost in Space, that sort of thing. That's all I'm saying right now. So, oh my gosh. Before I even get more into this, big thank you to George Guzman in North Dakota for finding these on his local Walmart shelf and letting me buy them, because I cannot find these at my store. Stores, plural. I went to, I think I hit 3 Walmarts in my area, and there wasn't even a spot for these. It wasn't like it was empty. These 2 toys just didn't even make it onto the shelves. From what I understand, they may have just been shipped in like single cartons with one of this and one of this. And so in my area where collecting is rampant, they may not even have made it onto the shelves. I mean, employees might have swiped them. I don't know, but I know a lot of people in my area, big time collectors, who are just like, how did you get those? I have not seen one yet. So I'm telling you, get a friend in North Dakota who will do you a solid. So thank you again, George, for helping me out with these. Let's get started on the toys. So these are not going to come out of the box. I am telling you that straight up. This is phenomenal graphic design. I love this box. I love the aesthetic. It is not coming. It displays so beautifully. And I love the Iron Giant. I love that movie. It took me a couple years when it came out. It took me maybe the 2nd or 3rd viewing to really appreciate it, and I was just starting to get into anime. So of course, I mean, I knew that storytelling through animation could be deeper than just, cut and dry Disney. But even at the time, Disney was starting to get, like Lilo and Stitch was coming out, and so yeah, Disney was starting to get away from its own storytelling. So things were changing in animation is all I'm trying to say. This is a monster. The toy in and of itself, which is on a platform. Let's see, can you see the feet? He's sitting on a small platform. The toy in and of itself is about 12 inches or so. This box is about 15 inches. It is a biggin. So what does this toy do? The same as Robby. It walks. It's motorized. Walking takes 4 AA batteries. At least it doesn't take like D batteries. So we're not going back to like boombox times. Oh my God, how many batteries did you lose to your radios back when you were a kid? They're like, anyone under the age of like 28 is like, what are you talking about? We just plugged it in, recharged it, lady. You're old. All right, so here's our Iron Giant, and Iron Giant toys are so expensive. Diamond has made some gorgeous ones. 1000 Toys, who we covered at Designer Con, has the license, made beautiful ones. Those, I want to say, If I had to guess off the top of my head, I want to say those are in the 120, 140 range, and they are 6 inches, perfectly sculpted and detailed. They're beautiful, beautiful toys, but they're very expensive. Again, Diamond has some. Mondo has a $200 one, a $300 one. So, and then of course anything that came out when the movie came out is now expensive. So Iron Giant is not easy to collect. I have one that's about 5 inches tall that's on my desk. That was a gift from somebody at a show. And then I have what's it called? Diamond Select made those Venomates, which I do not like that line. I find them completely unattractive. But with that said, their Iron Giant is really nice looking. So I have that on my desk. And now I have this guy, and this toy was about $20, and that's what makes this even more spectacular. This toy and Robby, that I'll show you, we'll go over again in a minute, were like here in California, if you were able to find them, they're about 25 on the shelf. In other states, they're about 20 to 22, I want to say, because LA. All right, enough of my yapping. So he has this roar, and look at this. Do you see this like shading here with the alternating colors of plastic? To me, that looks like NECA's new Turtles in Time toys with the pixelation. But, you know, I think it looks cool. And that's what he says. So he has those 2 sounds. And again, he lights up. There's lights in his eyes. There's lights here in the chest. I am pushing a button. It's not doing anything. And that may be because I'm on like a trial setting. I am not 100% sure. But we're not going to find out today. But I love the way this opens. The coloring is fantastic. Yeah, cosmic lights and sounds, movable arms, switch on. All right. So yeah, this toy is just, I am so grateful to have this. Let's take a look at Robby. And again, I'm not the biggest Forbidden Planet fan, but I am the biggest old robots fan. Wait till you hear the audio quality on this. I'll just jump right in.
For your convenience, I am monitored to respond to the name Robby.
Like, my early talking toys sounded so horrible. And I don't know if anybody remembers the first spontaneous toy review, maybe it was the second. No, the first, I want to say the first one was the Lazy Town toys. Okay, it was like the second or third spontaneous toy review I did, where I took the Michelangelo, like that 90s Michelangelo action figure, and the one that had the like stick that you put into his back and you pull it, and he's supposed to talk without a speaker. It was awful. But that's what everything sounded like. So this is, again, a $20 toy, and to have him sound like that, that is so cool. Now, granted, maybe it's because, you know, he's from a movie from what, the 50s, early 60s. Maybe that's part of the reason it sounds so good, because it sounds like they just took the recording. Like, it sounds like he's talking through wax. Like he's just talking through a can recording it. But there's a charm in it that's so, oh my God, I love early cinema sound design. So good.
Welcome to Altair, gentlemen. I have to transport you to the residence.
Yes, transport me to the residence. And again, the graphic design on this box, like, look at that, babe. I miss this pulp aesthetic so much. Just like fantasy babes. And I know it's misogynistic, and you know, I'm a lady, and nobody wants to be objectified, but like, I just love it. Look at, yeah, take her away, robot. This one was also $20. So 20 to 25, depending on your area, depending on your store. These are affordable. And again, they're made by Goldlok. Let me make sure. Yep, Goldlok. I'll show you their logo. This, I don't, again, I was looking on their site and I just didn't see any other big licenses of note. So this may have been a flagship. It looks like they just make tchotchkes and stuff, just random toys for the Chinese market, but they got with Warner Brothers and they brought the thunder on these 2 toys. I am blown away. It says 3+. So again, these are not for collectors, but like, I mean, there's no small parts, so, you know, kids aren't going to choke on it or anything, but This is just too nice.
Welcome to Altair, gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
I am to transport you to the residence.
Transport me to that residence. All right, guys. So, you know, again, these toys walk, but they're not going to walk today with me because they're not coming out of those boxes because they are so beautiful. I'm so grateful I got my hands on those because, again, could not find them here in my local Walmart. They were exclusives and exclusively difficult to find. So I'm so happy that I was able to get my hands on them. Overpaid, but that's okay. Got to do what you got to do sometimes. And that we could all have a chance to look at them together. So thank you guys again for hanging out with me. I'm Lauren Stone with Toy Wizards. That's toy-wizards.com. Hang out with us for the rest of the week. You'll see toy news, editorials, listicles, snarkticles, more reviews, and other fun things revolving around toys. All right, you guys, be good, be safe, have an excellent week, and I will catch up with you soon, okay? Take care. Bye.